Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully customized our register page. Now in this video, I want to customize our login page as per our theme. Okay, like right now there is another theme page as a auth login.html. I want to replace it. So if you want to replace it, first of all, we have to find out our default one. As I told you, that is in our views, and that is our auth, and that is our login. Okay, now the same procedure I want to apply it in here. Simply copy it and then I take it in here because that will be the just like that same. And now in our login plate, first of all, I want to go to our theme. Into the theme, that is our auth login. I want to open with the Sublime text editor. I simply copy everything right now from here, and now in our login page, that means in our auth login plate here, I want to paste it. Okay, or we have to update our same things. We have to update that JS link, we have to update that CSS link. So right now that is the same CSS that I have used in our register. From to the register, I want to copy it because here I have already updated that asset, right? Now there is a link, I copy it, and now in our login, into the login page, here I want to update. Great. And also I want to name it as a login admin. Okay, I make it as a login admin right now. That will be fine. And that is how I updated all that our CSS. I want to copy everything from our register, and from to the register, if you go to that all the JS file, I simply copy that JS file link because I have already updated in particular that position. So now I want to update in our login. Into the login, there you can see there is the same JavaScript. So now I paste it. Great. So here our CSS and JS is updated, which is totally fine. And also there are some of the images link. If you want to update, then that will be the same procedure. I copy it, and here that will be the asset, and asset I paste it. And now I want to take it. That is a PNG. I cut it and I paste it. And also I cut it, and then here I paste it. So right now, friend, that is actually our form. Right now our form, that is static of the form. Now I want to update as per our default one. I have already saved our default one. Into the default one, you can see that is on the form. I copy it, and that is on the route as a login. CSRF token will be needed. Post will be a method, will be as a post method. Now to update in our login page, that is also on the form. I want to update. That means here I paste it. Only I want to take one of the class name. I cut it, and here I paste that class name. So right now we don't need this form. I simply remove it. Great. Now our field. Okay, here there is actually the two field. If you go to our default one, so as I told you, we need that our ID, we need that type, and also we need that our username. Right, that is a name. Now I want to update it. So because I have already discussed about that things with you, how can log in with the username. So now I update that login. Like that is our input field type. I make it as a text type, which is totally fine. I want to add on the ID. ID will be as a username, and type I have already updated, and then name will be needed. I copy it, and then that will be as a name. Okay. So our ID will be as a username, name will be as a username, and type will be as a text, and then placeholder will be as a username. Great. And then the password. For the password, the same procedure. We need the type, we need that name, and then ID. I simply copy it, and now in our login, that is our password. For the password type as a password, I will add that ID, and also I need that our name. I copy it, so then that will be our name. Okay, so I simply updated that name. Great. And then that is our remember me, and then the login and the forget password. Also I want to discuss about that things with you. Forget password, our URL. Here we have to update that URL. You can see for the forget password request, that is our the route, default route. I want to update this route. I copy it, and now in our login, into the login, there is a forget password. Here I want to update it. Okay, so then that will be as a route password request, and create an account. That means that will be our register, right? That is also by default on the route. As I told you, friend, everything in our route list, you can see there is another default route as a register. Now I want to access it, then that will be redirected to our register page. Okay, so now our register will be updated, and then the login submitted. That's all. Okay, that's all you have to do. And now remember token, we don't need this remember token. I remove it. I remove this input field. Okay, Now if you click as a save, I make it as a save. Now go to our page, refresh it. You can see it's now successfully updated, right? It's now successfully updated. Our logo is updated, name, title, everything is updated successful. Now if you want to check it, before I have already created on the user as a test@gmail.com and our username as a test. So now I want to do a login with by the test, that is a test, and if you put that password as a udemy 1 2 3 4 5. Now if you click as a login, yeah, you can see you are right now successfully logged in. Okay, here everything is worked perfectly. You can see it's also now verified, and now everything great. Everything is great. And now if you click as a logout, so now it will be returned direct to the login page. If you create as a create account, you can say I have already updated that URL as a register. It's successfully returned direct to our register page, right? And that is our login page. And from here, if you login with the user, and if for the user I put that password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now if you click as a login, now you are successfully logged in. Great. Okay, so friend, in our next video I want to discuss about another layout. I hope you get that idea how much easily we actually updated all that our page, that default page, that is a forget password page, right? So now that is one of the another page as a view as a forget password. So if you want to change it, how can change that forget password page in here? That is also another page, like as a recovery password. Like that is a recovery password. Okay, that is a auth and then recovery password.html. So that is the theme I want to customize in here. How can do this work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.